Welcome back, and we've got these bits cleaned, I think. Yeah, there are some areas which I couldn't get to, unfortunately, so you might say that it's not well cleaned. However, in terms of cleaning the parts that are necessary to get the clock working, I have done that. Which meant the pivot holes and the pivots themselves, which are nice and shiny, if it will focus. There we go. Yeah, a bit of wear on them, I think. They're sort of a little bit discoloured around the middle. Slightly pitted and like that. But in terms of being clean, they are clean. I've also done these all-important balance pivots. If you can see that. There we go. And the balance cups, which are no longer clogged with black stuff. As is the mainspring, which I tried to clean a little bit, but without taking it out of the holder, which is a bit difficult. But I cleaned up the edges anyway, and the middle bit. So now I think we should reassemble it. We'll start reassembling it. I probably won't do the alarm in this episode, because this hasn't quite dried yet, and I don't want to take any chances and break it before it's dry. So I think we should just go ahead and put together the running parts of the clock, and just leave the alarm for an episode in the future. So, pardon me. Let's get in. So the mainspring. I need to get this mainspring behind that little knobble there, and that is proving to be quite difficult. I have actually installed the some of the wheels before I recorded this, just to see if it all came together as I thought, without running into too many problems whilst doing it. But it seemed okay. However, this was difficult, trying to get this mainspring behind there. Without damaging my fingers. There we go. Oh, I did it. That was not good. Well, it was good. It was not fun. A bit more, maybe? No, if it's in there, I won't complain. Alright, so that's that. You can see there's a bit of wear around that hole. A lot of clocks have that. I don't know how much of an impact it has. Obviously not as much as wear there or there. But it is wear nonetheless. So hopefully it'll still function well enough without it. Or rather, with the wear. Yeah, this alarm spring, compared to the mainspring, is super flimsy, which is great because it means it's easy to install. It doesn't ping around as much as a bigger one would. Alright, try and get those behind there. Can it be done? Yep. Alright. Is this lighting good? I think it could be improved somehow. That's a bit better, maybe. Yeah, that's better. What else? This? I don't know which way up this goes. So if this goes this way, oh, it's this way up. Always good to make sure you do that before you put it in, otherwise it's a case of reassembling the whole thing again. So next we got our third wheel with repeat cam on it, I think you can call it. Is it zoomed in? Better zoom it in, may as well. Right, that's in there. Then our very long seconds hand wheel, which doesn't have a seconds hand. Alright. And then escape wheel, which should fit. There we go. And finally, well, almost finally, our lever piece. I don't know what this is called, to be honest. Yeah, I used to call it a pallet, but the pins are the pallets, really. This thing itself, I don't know what it's called. I'm going to call it a lever. Can someone tell me what it's called? Because this is the pallet fork, I think. And those are the pallets, the pins. And then it's like, I think the lever is what this whole thing is called. But I don't know. So I'll just call it that for now. Remember, this is not a tutorial. I'll put this in afterwards. So, it looks like we can put this back together now. Don't forget the repeat thing, of course. Or, that doesn't go around there, does it? No. Like that. And then our top plate. Now the fiddly bit. Actually, the whole thing's fiddly. Right. Can I do this without losing any parts or fingers? Probably. Put these on for now. I'm not going to tighten them up properly, just so if I hold it upside down, trying to get stuff in together, it won't fall apart on me. So, get these bits in. It's just a case of knowing what goes where, which is not hard, but it's the actual getting them in the places which is the hard. Alright, tweezer time. What's stopping this from going in? I think it's that spring. I think. Sorry about the loss of focus. Alright, I think that's on. Important thing is not to push the plates down too hard until you know everything's in. Otherwise you can break a pivot, which is not fun. Aha, that's the culprit. There we go. Ow! Well, I got that in my finger. Right, trigger warning gore. That was not nice. Alright, I'll get a plaster on that in a second. Yeah, that piece of something went straight in my thumb. Okay, it's all moving. Right, tighten these up. Actually, you know I need to put the hammer in there, don't I? So yeah, that's just one of the old normal things that happens when you do this kind of stuff. I've never broken a finger, but I wouldn't be surprised if I did. Alright, should I put this in yet? I'll put this in when I do the alarm bush, actually. So there's nothing really I can do until that thing dries. I won't put the hairspring and balance wheel in because they're quite delicate, and I'll put them in last. Especially when I'm hammering stuff on, which I will probably end up doing. But we can give it a quick test to see if power's getting anywhere. I'll just zoom out and in a bit for some reason. This is the one for the time. Usually the one that goes on the right, not necessarily the one for the time, but the one that goes on the right doesn't have any lines on it. And the one for the alarm, or the one on the left, because I've got one that has the time on the alarm on the wrong side. Well, not the wrong side, opposite sides. But the things are still marked with the 2 lines for the time, which is weird. And the 2 lines usually goes on the alarm. So I'll just keep these springs in so I can take off that spring clamp. So watch it wind up. Can't really, hang on, zoom out. There we go. Can I do this? There we go. Why is recording this so hard? Alright. Why is it? No. It won't be ticking yet, it doesn't have anything in it. Any balance wheels. So I'll just get this out. Very useful thing to have. I will now be using them as much as I can from now on, and I recommend you do too. So that's wound up. I should probably put some oil in there before I wind it up fully, but I'll do that another time. Or the thing after I put the hairspring and balance wheel in. And this one... Ah, wrong key. I know it's just going to unwind on me, this alarm, but it's just to keep this spring out of being expanded all over the place. There we go. And that is the alarm going. So the hammer will be on there. I'm going to have to let it down by hand using my finger, because there's no hammer in there at the moment. But there we go. So now it's all wound up. Will it do its clock thing? Let's find out. So to determine that, if it will do as it should, I think, to know if there's power going to the pallet fork, I'm going to carefully nudge it, and if it moves all the way by itself, that's a good sign. Good. 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 So that means there's power that will be going to the balance wheel. I'm also actually going to put in the regulator now, so it's just less clutter on the desk. So I've got these balance cups. They look identical, but are they? Oops. I think they're not. Okay, I can't remember which one's which. One of them has a different thread to the other one, I think. I don't know if you can see that, hang on. Yeah, these threads look slightly different. I'll just see which one fits better where. Does this one go here? Well, this one fits fine there, but does the other one fit? That's the question. Yeah, they both do. Okay, maybe I was wrong about the threads. Well, this one doesn't go in as far as the other one, so I'll put this one on the back. Or rather the front. Like that. And does this go in alright? Yeah, that goes in fine. Pretty sure. Just tighten it up a bit, just to see if it goes in well. Yeah, that's going in alright. So I'll undo it now. Like that. And then I will put the regulator on top. So, like this through there. And then, which way was it? Let's look at the back. Right, it's frowning. So, regulator goes on top. Like that. Something I probably should have done is probably scratch a little line or something under there, or like put a cross on it or something, so I know which side is the regulator side. But I didn't do that. But actually, now I think about it, I'll do that from now on, because that seems like a decent idea. Alright, this should be about right. Yeah, not too stiff but not too loose. I can always adjust it afterwards. So I'll probably leave it here, and I'll just say that there's probably something I forgot to say, which is cleaning. One of my best tools to use is this blue tack, because it's good for cleaning edges, good for cleaning pivots, like that, as long as nothing gets stuck to them, and it's good for cleaning pivot holes as well, like that. So yeah, if the blue tack's clean and it doesn't stick to anything, when it gets overused it starts to stick to stuff, but if you keep it dry and cold, then it's fine. So, thanks for watching. That should be a good reassembly, I think. Also, thanks for 200 subscribers. Didn't want to say I didn't want to say anything too soon, just in case people thought, oh, it's 201, let's unsubscribe and make this video meaningless. No. Yeah, so thanks for doing that. And if you're not subscribed, I suggest you did. Otherwise, you might miss out on a video of me burning this over a fire. But that probably won't happen. So anyway, thanks for watching. And actually, thanks for clocking. We don't do watches on this channel.